inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Take a look at the Saints defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
On third down, here's Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one. And you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Here we go.
Second and 10.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Saints at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Here's Lance to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Smith, red. Slide through. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, set. Set.
They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That is incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Come back in. Come, check. Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. Now Richardson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
70, 19, Charger, 1979 Broncos.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So on fourth down on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the double.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I doubt.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinals, 19 Lions. Ready.
Richardson out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And And it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Trap 50, trap 50.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch out now. 50 series. Set.
Now Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just shedding him off there. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
Now it's Richardson. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Richardson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And Lance will try again on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
On the ready.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And running with power here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Ready.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Lance. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Off play action. Richardson able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Cut 19. Cut. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Black shot. Set.
And Lance going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Come on. Hey. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
18, Rattler, 18, take.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. Josh, 17. Striker, 3-3. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Saints get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. There, Richardson back to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game, and Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding.
And it's a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run with their fullback. Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Ready?
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And they take a knee.
Let's go now.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Ready.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Okay, ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are...
And now here is another interception. Still going. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Ready, break.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of